today's game. If not, we will crash out of this World Cup qualification. Can Nigerian Super Eagles do? They are everybody. Their morale is up. They are hoping, and everybody is talking loud that they are up for this game, but can they deliver? And they don't even need to win. They need to start winning with higher margins so that they can qualify. In case they don't finish first in the group, they can qualify for the playoffs. But can Nigerian Super Eagles do us proud today? Is going to be a question that they have to answer for us by 5 p.m. today. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and today we'll talk about the international break, especially the Nigerian Super Eagles game today. Good morning, also. How are you?
Good morning, Godwin. Judgment Day is here. All the calculation and calculator is out. We'll be going out with our calculators today and our Bibles on the other hand, and hoping and praying that something will get a different result in the game. It's going to be another interesting show. We'll talk about all the games that happened last night, because interesting games happened last night again. I told you I have an eye for Scotland, and they went on to do me proud yesterday. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, John.
Good morning to you, Godwin. Good morning, super fans and football maniacs out there. All I want to say today is that we should just drown out the noise outside and focus on our game, because if you get caught up thinking about other people's games, thinking about their results, you lose focus on the most important task today, which is getting all 3 points today and getting a better goal margin. So let's just focus on our inputs and forget about any outputs.
Okay, let's see if the Nigerian Super Eagles, all this English we are speaking today, now just to win this game today, or else
3 points.
Everywhere goes scatter. Okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. Who will be reading your comments live here in the studio? Okay, before we talk about Nigerian Super Eagles, let's just talk about games. A few games that happened yesterday, and probably we'll talk about them then before we move to Nigeria, because we are going to stay a little bit talking about the previewing that Nigerian game today. So I'm going to give you the results of games that happened yesterday. Then we'll talk about this game. Okay, for the CAF Confederation, the games that happened yesterday, I already told you that South Africa won their game yesterday. South Africa beat Lesotho 3-0. So they are comfortably sitting top on that on our table, on our own group. So South Africa obviously is going to finish first. We need to unless something happens, probably they thought them 3 points or anything happens. But as it stands now, South Africa are ahead of the table, and they beat Lesotho 3-0. The other game that happened in our own group is Benin Republic beat Zimbabwe 1-0. So Benin is in second position now. So Nigeria needs to win their game today. Other result that happened yesterday, Somalia lost at home to Guinea 3-0. Uganda beat Mozambique 4-0. South Sudan 1, DR Congo 4. Senegal beat Sudan 2-0. Namibia 1, Malawi 2. Kenya 1, Gambia 3. Ivory Coast beat Burundi 1-0. As I told you already, Benin won Zimbabwe 1-0, and Lesotho lost at home to South Africa 3-0. Djibouti 0, Burkina Faso 5. Egypt beat Ethiopia 2-0. Congo and Tanzania played a 1-1 draw, and Morocco beat Niger 5-0. Okay,
they've qualified.
Yeah, let's start with people on our group before we talk about Nigeria. South Africa, obviously. I don't laugh. They won. They won at 3-0. Obviously, if anything, except anything magical happens, South Africa is going to top this group.
Yeah, you put it well, Godwin. You said that if unless something magical happens, okay, and I would just like to say that basically we put ourselves here, so we shouldn't be looking at blaming anybody, because if we had won our games rather than draw shamelessly against some of the opponents we drew against and lost against, we wouldn't be right here. But I just want to say that we should focus on what we can control. They won that game 3-0 convincingly. I don't know what Lesotho did, whether they decided to turn up or give in, as they would say in poker. But we really can't speak for Lesotho. We can only say that we need to do our best, and then hopefully the people that need to do what they need to do will do what they need to do from where they are. Otherwise, they'll be held to pay.
Not so good result for South Africa.
When you talk about football at its best, if you saw that game yesterday, you know that this is a team that has, we'll say, most of their players play in the local league. It's just really an example of what unity can be in a team. When you play, remove the noise, like John always said, remove the noise from outside, focus on yourself. when you play as a unit, they are not the best team. They don't have the best players. But when you play as a unit, it's going to be difficult even for the best team to break you guys down. It's going to be very, very difficult. And look at the way they played, very compact, very forward thinking. They were direct with their passes. Every pass was precise. Every attack was intentional. Anytime they go on the offensive, it's an intentional offensive play. And they are getting the goal for it, or they are getting a shot on target. And they are forcing the keeper to either make a save or a corner kick. So everything they had to do with the ball, they had to do with intention to kill. And I'll say it again, if you're a team and you're playing, like people say, we are playing possession-based football. Because if you know you cannot have a midfielder that can hold on to the ball and regulate possession, please play a counter-attack-based football. Sit everybody back, every single person, Ndidio, everybody want to sit, even the OBs, even the fastest players, the Victor Osimhen, the Ademola, sit them back. Once you launch a long pass, let everybody chase. They'll know you're playing a counter-attack based football. But in the South African side, you saw that they were not playing a counter-attack based football. They were playing a possession-based football, which means you have to regulate where you need to go forward. You have to regulate where you need to stay in your own half, pass the ball around until they force themselves to come out and charge. And when they come out to charge, then you see those crack in defense and you pass the ball in between those lines.
One thing I just want to add is that I think, this thing I'm saying now is in retrospect, because we'll only come back and look at these figures after what we play out later today has played out. If you catch my drift, we need to go and look at the way South Africa kept possession in that game. Drowning out possession.
They will squeeze.
We also need to go and look at the clinicality of the attack, because it could have been more. They had some. The Lesotho goalkeeper had a lot of good saves in that encounter. So we need to look at these things and look at how we can tweak it in our game.
They're either forcing a clinical save from the goalkeeper. It's not just anyhow save. Maybe the shot that is almost going off target and not slap it. That's not save. We're talking about clinical saves, like the gear type of save, the hand of God kind of save.
Yeah, if you look at the statistics in that game, South Africa, to explain what they are saying, South Africa has 71% possession and 10 shots in total. Had many shots on target, and they had 10 shots on target and scored 3 from those shots on target. So they are a good side, and if I'm looking at the way they are playing, they deserve to qualify for the World Cup, be first. But they are first on our group, means that they are doing better than every other person in that group, including Nigeria. So good game for them. Benin, surprising team, they beat Zimbabwe 1-0. They are second on the group as I'm talking. They have 11 points. Then they are second. Good game for Benin, even though that Zimbabwe is last on the group with 4 points. But Benin winning at home 1-0 to go second is a good result for them.
You shouldn't be expected.
You shouldn't be surprised. Cannot throw. I think he's the second manager to qualify Nigeria for any tournament without question marks and calculator. I think if you go by the records, he's the second man. Even the time of the Germans.
I think he'll be the third. The first was Westerhoff, then
Keshi. Then Keshi, then him now, the third person to qualify. If I may be wrong, but like John said now, the third person. But I'm thinking he's the second person to qualify Nigeria for any tournament whatsoever without us going to match day with calculators and Bibles on the other hand. No, I'm serious here. But
funny enough,
and again, when he came into the Benin Republic side, I think he had a draw against Nigeria.
Yeah, I think
they played a draw, and he said he was going to prepare Nigeria for that game. And all of a sudden, Nigeria kept making the noise that they are going to show him that what he knows is what they know, and all of that. And then when the game started and ended, we were not seeing anything different. It was the same team that the man assembled that we saw, because basically this team that we say everybody will say this team now, he assembled at least 70% of them. So we cannot say anything is different from the team this man assembled. It's the same players. Well, so he probably might know them and know when they might just lose focus.
It's interesting, but when I won that game 1-0, they have 11 points. South Africa have 16 points on the table, and even Nigeria has played one game less. We have 7 points. So even if we win today's game, we'll go to 10 points. We'll still be third on the position. Benin and South Africa are still ahead of us. That means we are going to be around 6 points behind South Africa. So qualifying for that automatic spot is going to be hard, except you have to have one hope. If we go on Tuesday to beat South Africa at their home, then everything will be played in September, when it's next month, October, when you have 2 more games to go after this international break. But for a fantastic game for Benin Republic to win that game. They are a small team, a small country in Africa, and they are doing well for themselves. Okay, Ivory Coast beat Ivory Coast beat Burundi 1-0. So let me jump that. But Morocco trust Niger 5-0. I think Morocco have qualified for the
They've
World Cup.
qualified. They said,
Nobody is touching them.
according to FIFA now, they said 16 countries have qualified from for the World Cup.
They have 18 points. So
like I said, according to FIFA last night, 16 countries have qualified for the World Cup, and Morocco is one of those countries. They just updated the list yesterday. And I'm telling you that this is a country that for the past how many months they've been trying, for the past how many years they've been trying to build a certain team, and they go to the World Cup last 2022 World Cup, and I saw that the rebuild period too, it was what it was.
Okay, it's a fantastic game for Morocco. John, Egypt beat their opponent 2-0, and Salah scored the penalty, and Mahmoud scored.
Yes.
Both of them scored penalties to win that game. Fantastic game for Egypt. Egypt is going to qualify for the World Cup. I think it's been a while they went.
Now they don't get king and prince, have you?
Both king,
both Egyptian god, Egyptian king and Egyptian prince don't do the team. It's no longer the likes of Trezeguet and the rest of them. Now we're having people who are clinical in front of goals. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if this team can do us proud in the World Cup. Not go to the World Cup and lose group stage. Because now Mahmoud just score now. Somebody is shouting and Mahmoud make a name in the record. Say the team go World Cup, not do well.
Egypt has been, when it comes to Africa, they play well, but they don't really
World
qualify for international football. So
World Cup.
So let's see if
and there's always a first time.
Now imagine Salah is going to play his final tournament for Egypt before he retires, and probably win something.
I think maybe after this one we'll play AFCON before he retires.
Maybe, but let's see. But they won that game 2-0. Okay, let's talk about the big one today. It's by 5 p.m. Nigeria will play Rwanda in all game. Before we do that, to talk about Nigeria, let's go to our YouTube channel to read some of the comments there. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Sport FM Sport. And Cletus is saying, South Africa match last night gave me joy. Just look at the game. They were scoring and was still pressing hard. Yes, South Africa played a fantastic game yesterday. Okay, as I said, let's talk about the big one today. Nigeria will play Rwanda in Uyo by 5 p.m. It's a must-win game. It's judgment day for Nigeria. It's a must-win game for Chile. Chile has no excuse. Anything less than a win, Nigeria will be out of the World Cup. We cannot even qualify for the playoffs. So we must win today's game. But guys, if you look at today's game, how do you see today's game to pan out? Nigeria to press hard or to sit deep? What do you expect to happen in today's game when Nigeria will play Rwanda by 5 p.m.?
You know, for me, the first thing I want to say is I want us to start at the blow of the whistle. I don't want us to age into the game. They will not be crying for more time. You get, like, for example, you enter exam hall and then your head is blank for 1 hour. Then
5 minutes to
go. Inspiration. So we need to start at the blow of the whistle. We also need to start from the get-go. Secondly, we need our players to play for each other. Not all this, give me the ball, let me do it. No, it's 11 men. Play for each other. That means you enter every duel with your last blow. That means you go for the jugular. Like, we don't want to come and do good football. Score the goals. Give the guys who should finish for us the opportunity to finish. You get, this is a game where I want to see Iwobi at center stage. I want to see Samu at least in center stage as well, because with these two guys up there and with Lookman, if he's available, we need to see something in this encounter. Nothing is going to be expected other than a win, and not just anyhow.
We are expecting like three.
We need goals.
I don't want last minute goal.
We don't want last minute goal. We need goals.
We need to blow these people
so
out.
all I'm saying is performance levels peak. That's at the very zenith.
That's not the talker. It only starts before your game will start. It starts from how you set up your game to. How you go into the game. First is the training. Are they getting enough rest from training? Because they are back in the team. All the players are we are seeing everything that's happening in camp. Every player is out there. All the players are out there. How much time are they getting to rest before the game? How much time are they getting to rest after trainings? And two, the lineup you set up, the lineup you produce before the game. How the team will set up.
3 at the back, 4 at the back.
Now wait, I'm coming. How the team will set up on paper and how they will look while they are playing. Those are the fundamentals you need to look at. They are setting up at the on paper. You are seeing 3 at the back, 3-4-3. Then when they set up to play, you're seeing a 4-3-3. let's know that this is what they are playing, why they set up to play, or we are still a 2-5-3. It depends, because now it's a game of we need to win. Now, because you need to win, you need more of your players to be offensive minded. You get now, if you're playing a 3-4-3, I understand that 3-4-3 is not 3-4-3. That 3-4-3 is actually 2-5-3, because you need to choke the midfield first. So one of your defenders will have to go into midfield. Then your 3 strikers will have to be there up front permanently to press the defense line. So it depends on what the man is setting up, and the instruction is giving these players to go and play with. And if he's not giving them the right instruction to play with, then I have a problem with the team setup in general. I'll say the way it is, because you cannot tell me now we have the full backs, we have the referee Onyedika's, Wilfred in this, and the rest of the tough midfielders. Wilfred in can be that rock in Rafael Onyedika can be that other rock in midfield. You have strong midfielders who can be in that game for 90 minutes and not get tired. Now you not take off one person and put defense. What are you defending? What's the use of having 5 defenders when you need goals? So you're playing a 3, because people say if you're playing a 3 backline, it means you're playing a 5 backline. Bros, I'd rather play a 3-4-3 that is more offensive and choked in midfield than play a 3-4-3 that is more defensive and compact in defense.
I rather play a 4-2-3-1, baby.
That's also a choke man in defense, because your two DMs are coming back to defend.
All this analysis at the end we should just win this game.
That's what I'm saying. If you put up a tactics on paper and an instruction to the team that is different from the tactics on paper that can win you game, your team will definitely win games.
Now look at, there are 2 things now, John, in this particular thing. One, the coach has to be responsible. Secondly, the team have to be responsible, because the coach can do the right things and the team will not actually follow through. Sometimes it can go either ways. The coach can get it wrong and the team will misbehave. But now these two units have to get it right. The coach has to get it right and the players have to show up, because some of the games, for example, I'll give an example with Manchester United. You see some of the games, they miss a lot of chances. They will miss chances, like you see goals that is begging that they will miss it. So it's not the coach that is missing those chances, it's the players. So now Nigerian Super Eagles coach need to get it right, and the players need to take responsibility and get it right on the pitch.
Because the coach has to take responsibility, because when I look at Manchester United, I weep, for them, because you are the only club that the player is playing what you do not want as a manager, and you are struggling in one corner, bending down, playing drafts. Bro, no be draft go save you when game starts. Go to that touchline and organize your team. You need to structure the team. So for me, all I want to say is if Chele, if Chele marshals the team how he wants the team to play, how he wants them to progress the ball, he should not be the watchman on that sideline ensuring that it is followed. We all hear about the story about Jose Mourinho on the top line, telling you like, bro, you must play. If you don't, I'll take you off. Simple and short. So if you are not doing what the man wants to be done, you go die for that pitch, because you must do it. He has to watch over this team to ensure that everything goes according to process. At City, we go through process. You cannot just move the ball anyhow. If the manager says supply the guy up front, bro, supply the guy up front, or you will pay. There will be hell to pay for it. Simple. He should marshal the team, because a team left to their own whims and caprices. This team now left to their own whims and caprices. We settle for a draw. I will come back and tell you that they've given it their best. So we can't. We don't want your best. We want the result. So if your best is X3 of what we need to get the result, put that X3, die on that pitch.
Yeah, we are saying the same thing now, because the coach can get it right and the players will still miss their chances. That's why I said these 2 units have to just be in sync.
Why is Man United a case study here? He said this, and say John says he's playing checkers. I mean, playing snooker. I mean, playing. Is it wrong to take out your tactical notes to give instructions to?
Not when the game is going on, man.
Is it wrong? Because we saw the same thing with Anslot when he was introducing Chiesa to the team.
By the way, I'm going off topic.
No, calm down. We saw. I don't know why we United to be example of bad team of managers making bad decisions.
This game is important.
So now that's what I'm saying. This game is important. So everybody has to take the blame. Because we go back and say Man United now, but the players are not taking the blame. All of us are not blaming the manager.
Nobody is blaming the manager.
Let me finish. We're not giving the right instructions. You get, so managers will give the right instruction and still lose the game. You will still be in the touchline and be shouting all you want, and you still lose in 92 minutes. They will score you winning goal in 92 minutes. You go and sit down and pour it on your head. We've seen it happen in the same Manchester many times over. So I'm just saying everybody will have to first work on the game plan. I'll stick with what I know. I always said I'm not a fan of the start stays this. If I'm not seeing the performance, if I'm not seeing you running on the pitch, if you like have 1,000 passes, 98 passes accurate, bros, you did not do anything.
Also, you are making the same point I've made, which
So
is
I'm just
that
saying
you need to, as the role is,
and I'm saying
the role is
point
that
I'm
the
saying
manager is the final arbiter of that team.
and I'm saying if the managers give the right instructions and the player does not follow through, everybody will have to share the blame.
It's going to be an interesting game today because if you look at, everybody needs to be in the same direction, because after all, everybody, we are actually chasing one goal. If the coaches give, what it means that if the coach give you an instruction and you don't follow through, that means both coach and players are not in the same unit. That means something is wrong with the camp. That means obviously they're going to sack the coach. But I don't know if they're going to, if he doesn't get results today, they are going to sack him or not. But because obviously it's going to be an interesting game.
How good they sack after 2 matches?
It's going to be an interesting game. Nigeria is going to play Rwanda. We are going to have, they are going to set up 3 at the back, 4 at the back, ultra attack, counter attack. We are going to see what he has for, because all Chile, all the tactics he knows today, he has to bring it up on the field. And the players too, they need to start taking this game, because sometimes I remember this coach of I think Scolani, or Brazilian coach to 2020 when they won the World Cup. Scolari, he just set up the team formation and tell them go and play. It works because he has the stars that can take responsibility.
He has the smart players
and that can take responsibility and win the game. So they have to find a way to make this thing work. One, if we play good football and win today, it's a plus for us. If we don't play good football and win 3-0, it's still a good thing. And the end point is that we just want to
there was something Marco Silva said. They say if players go on to do everything the manager tells them without putting in their own initiative, at some point other managers are telling team instructions. So it depends on which player can stand out and deliver can think outside the box and deliver while on the pitch.
Well, Osimhen is there, Lukman is there, Simeon is there, we have players there, Iwobi is there, Chukwueze is here, Lukodere is here,
The main thing is they should turn up. It's not about they are here. Turn up, bro. Turn up. Simple.
We keep talking about the Nigeria Super Eagles, and everybody you mentioned are all attackers. Who handles the midfield?
Leave it. Let me give you an example. When Liverpool was winning games, Klopp was there, and he didn't have a creative midfielder. All of them were basically CMs. But Wijnaldum is just a CM.
But it was creative.
What I'm saying is that they favored their attack with the wings and their attackers, and they won games.
It was just the wingers.
My own is that you don't really need, in quotes, a creative midfielder to win your games. What I mean is that you need to balance your team very well. So if Nigeria balance their team, they have a striker that can win games.
If they see, you just talked about Liverpool. Then they had a Fabio. What's it called? Wait, let me finish. You have Fabio was with you, and Henderson and Wijnaldum. Now there was cohesion in midfield.
Yeah, you are not saying.
I'm just saying the same thing. There should be a cohesion in midfield. I'm looking at if a proper DM is there.
It's not about cohesion in midfield. It's about knowing your team and playing to the strength of your team. Simple.
So if you don't have,
it's not about cohesion. Who cohesion help?
At the end of the day, we just need to win at this game. It's going to be an interesting game by 5 p.m. When it comes to CAF qualification, only Nigeria is playing today. Nigeria and Rwanda is only playing today.
Because we are
playing by 5 p.m. Others played day for it and yesterday. Nigeria and Rwanda is for today. All eyes will be watching this game. Everybody in Nigeria, all Nigeria, everywhere around the world is going to be looking at this game to see how we are going to fare in this game. If we are going to win or win very well, we need to start winning. Not even winning, we need to start winning very well, so that in case we finish second, we'll finish where we can even qualify for the playoffs. So it's going to be an interesting game by 5 p.m. today. Nigeria will play Rwanda. We're not talking about Rwanda because everybody expects us to beat Rwanda, but anything less than a win, Nigeria will crash out of this World Cup. Okay, let's get your prediction for this game before we move over to Europe. Let's get your prediction for this game. Nigeria versus Rwanda. Give me your scoreline. I know everybody will support Nigeria to win, so what is your scoreline in this game?
3-1.
3-1 for Nigeria.
Okay, as long as they don't score goals, they don't lose. Once Rwanda score, Nigeria don't lose. Because look at it, when you went away, you win by 2. That's what I'm saying. Now you won by 2-0. So multiply it by 3.
So yeah, say 3-6-0.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want a total blowout. Absolute
Don't
annihilation.
jinx
No,
Nigeria
no.
today,
Every
abeg.
time we talk about blowout in this,
Oh, sorry, that blowout they always cause problem. I don't blow out again. Just win. 4-0 is okay.
Nigeria,
4-0. Just make it double. Don't make it times 3. Make it double.
Nigeria is going to play Rwanda by 5 p.m. in Uyo. Today is going to be an interesting game. Hopefully, Chile and the boys will do us proud. Everybody needs to. I know the fans is going to the stadium is going to be in full voice supporting Nigerian Super Eagles, singing, dancing with the drums, with cheering all the passes. But the players need to turn up and do what they need to do to win this game, because anything less than a win in this game, Nigeria will crash out of the World Cup. Remember, we have an expanded World Cup. More African teams are going to the World Cup. Not qualifying is going to be bad for us. But let's see. We have games today and on Tuesday. Let's hopefully Nigeria will get 3 points, and when we play South Africa on Tuesday, maybe we'll win them and have more chance to qualify. Okay, let's go to our YouTube channel before I will move over to Europe, because game happened in Europe, and I'm going to open the phone lines at some point again to get your own prediction about this particular game Nigeria is going to play today. You call me, just tell me what you think will happen in that game and your prediction, so quickly so others can come. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. Remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports, and Edirin is saying good morning Volt FM Sports, and Okafu Gochi is saying hi. Nigeria will win today 3-0. I will be at the stadium. Oh, okay. I wish I was going to be at the stadium.
No later. If you take flight after the show,
calm
then
down. You go sponsor me.
No. If like say you dey busy, don't worry. You dey busy.
Okay. One of these days we will start going to give you live reports from when Nigeria plays. Maybe from next year. Anything can happen in football. Anything can happen in this studio. Cup. Yeah. Or for the World Cup.
If you qualify from the World Cup,
we'll go there. Okay, T-Man is obviously a South African. T-Man on our YouTube channel say Bafana are going to the World Cup. Sorry, Super Chickens. T-Man, okay.
T-Man will banter you.
T-Man is to say thank you, the former Cameroonian coach Hugo Bros, for qualifying us for the World Cup. He said Bafana are number 1 with a huge gap. Sorry, Super Chickens. It's too late. This guy don't finish us today. Tima, welcome to the show. And Anecletus is saying, I beg, it's not going to be Chile's fault whether they win or not. The team is being in pole position before now. If they do their normal draw, make them Kukuma wait for 2030. Okay, let's see. Okay, he's talking about no. Okay, he's talking about see as if see as if full una. Okay. See as if full una statement. Conditional statement everywhere, just because Nigeria FA use our emotions to soak Gary, leave the coach to bait withdraw at the end of 6 matches.
For real,
okay, but listen. Okay, Ugochukwu Emmanuel, welcome to the show. It's saying, and okay, it's my name is Ezenwata Senior from Monarch Independence Layout Enugu. Okay, Nigeria win or come back home, no matter any formation played in the field of play. We need to just win, even if it's 1-0. Okay, let's see. Okay, Ugochukwu Emmanuel, please remember to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Okay, let's move away from Africa. We take the European games quickly. I'll talk about the European qualification quickly. Then we'll rush back to take phone calls, because it's very you need to get your own contribution about, or your own prediction about today's game, or what you think will happen in Nigeria's game versus Rwanda. For the UEFA, going to Europe, the UEFA World Cup qualification, Italy beat Estonia 5-0.
They don't start the way.
Yeah,
they don't know how to win match.
So fantastic game for Italy. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. Wisdom is here. Wisdom, welcome to the show. Say good morning, guys in the studio. Our duty is just to win all our games, but I think say FIFA won't play us Ojoro by not deducting that point. Okay.
You know, go there.
Let us win our game.
When you know win your game,
let us win our game first. Wisdom. When we finish winning our game, we'll not decide if what FIFA will do or not. Okay, back to the UEFA Europe World Cup qualification. Denmark and Scotland played a 0-0 draw. Israel went away to beat Moldova 4-0. Greece beat Belarus 5-1. Switzerland beat Kosovo 4-0. Slovenia versus Sweden played a 2-2 draw. So Isak was there. Okay, Isak did not play, but he was on the bench. but all the Gyökeres and the Zesco was played in that game. So fantastic game. Ukraine lost at home to France 2-0. Mbappe has scored scored a goal in that game. He is now second when it comes to highest goal scorer in French national team. Just the same goal with Thierry Henry, but he is second now. He has just few goals away from Giroud. Obviously, he's still around 26. He's going to shatter that record in time to come. And you know that guy has about 13 or 14 goals in the World Cup. You need about 3 more goals
to break that
break that
record.
record. So when it comes to international football, Mbappe is up there with the main boys. Faroe Island 0, Croatia 1. Okay, let's quickly talk about the French game. French beating Ukraine 2-0. Even though that we said it yesterday that Ukraine is playing their home games in Poland, so it's like playing in neutral ground. But if you look at that game, it scored in the first half with in the 10th minute of that game. Then Mbappe scored in the 82 minutes to win that game for France, 2-0.
Yeah, it was a good game for them. Olise getting the early goal, good one for him. I think now he's going to hold down that position, the 10th position, for a longer time to come, because he showed that not just being there providing service, but being able to convert and do well for the team. Secondly, Mbappe scoring. Everybody knows that Mbappe scores a lot of goals on the international sphere, and it's a good one for the team. But I would say that it was on what Ukraine now not converting some of their chances. Artem Dobik didn't really do himself any favors in that encounter and was subbed off later on in that game. I just feel like with everything going on around Ukraine, them not at least putting up even a fight is an issue for me.
Okay, let's move over to John. And so let's move on to today's game, because I'll give you the features and we'll talk about few of them. Okay, Lada will play Serbia in the first game today by 2 p.m. England will play Andorra by 5 p.m. So the same time with Nigeria, but we're going to concern England. So we are focusing on our own. Armenia will play Portugal, and Ireland will play Hungary, and San Marino will play Bosnia. Then Austria will play Cyprus in the final game for today in Europe. Okay, let's talk about England and so England will play Andorra. Everybody expects England to win this particular game.
Definitely, if you see the selection the man made first, you know that he's not making selections for let's compromise, let's see how it goes. He's making selections for let's go and win the match. No matter what happens, everybody has a part to play in the team's qualifier for the World Cup. And I think it's a good one when you select your teams based off form rather than the hype of they are playing for big teams. You get? Now it's based off of form, and if you're not on form, you're not playing for the English setup.
Okay, John, Armenia will play Portugal. Ronaldo is still strong and kicking. He probably is going to lead the line again in this qualification. Portugal to win?
Yeah, of course, Portugal to win. I don't see Armenia doing any surprise. They have the right to prove me wrong, but Portugal to win.
Okay, Portugal to win is going to be an interesting game. But let's see what will happen around Europe today. Who is going to win? Who is going to draw? If England is going to win, everybody's eye might be on England, because here in Nigeria, most of your favorite clubs are they are representing England. So most times we look at what England is doing in their national team. But it's going to be an interesting game all around in Europe and everywhere. Okay, let's go back to the Nigerian game and finally get your contributions about the games today. When you call us, tell us what you think will happen today, and tell us your predictions. What will happen today in Nigeria when they play Rwanda in Rio. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your prediction of today's game and what you think the Nigerian Super Eagles will do today. Okay, let's take the first call. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jonah.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, your
I
contribution.
greet everybody.
I greet you
Yeah.
too.
Well, our wish is that Nigeria win. That is our wish. But it's of no use now. Because even though they qualify for the World Cup, now to come put person for pressure. People will go die for group stage, go die. So, but we pray they win, Sha. Now, I'm not going to watch the match.
Oh.
Instead, I'll watch England for.
Okay, now what's your prediction for the England game?
4-0 now.
Okay.
England 4-0.
All right, thank you. I understand.
All the best to Nigeria, but it's not of no use.
Okay.
Besides, they will only qualify from playoff admission, so they can never finish at top. That one is not possible.
Okay, thank you very, very much. Okay, let's see if Nigeria will do us proud today. It's going to be an interesting game. Nigeria plays Rwanda. Call us and tell us your predictions for today's games. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you. Oh, oh.
This international game just becoming like they're carrying foot inside feet. Because Nigeria know the play well. And that's what people. You know, if I go to a good Portugal, go there now.
Yeah, yes.
If I go with my good.
Maybe go watch your goats.
For Nigeria man, I think I would just say they will win. But I know we're going to have to support them because I know one heart attack. My prediction is not too good in favor of Nigeria, but it does not mean that the first color because the African one that not can give me yesterday. And another thing I want to say is that instead of us to play beautiful football and lose that match, we should play nonsense and win.
Okay.
And we should play nonsense. Or if we play beautiful football, we should win that match.
Simple.
But if we play beautiful football and lose that match, we should just resign. But I just all the people saying beautiful football, they give you results.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Well, beautiful football and winning should be interesting, but only winning we can take. Just get 3 points first. We'll sort out the beautiful football later. Okay, 0706-048-5853. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
John, I'm going to be an so this is World War
Okay, what is your contribution about the Super Eagles game?
If I go something, I want to borrow I want to advise.
Mm-hmm.
I want to advise all these our football fans that have BP, not to watch the match. And also our president, last time I discussed with our president say our Nigeria will don't matter, even in football. You might just get out of Europe because he was talking about how is BP so high when our women are playing ball before they come back and win. So every BP patient, every people that suffering with BP should not watch that match. So that we will stay alive and see another tournament even if we don't qualify.
Okay.
Because we are in a very bad corner now.
Yeah, very bad corner.
I beg tell me what match today for table. I beg before I drop it.
Hey, John, leave John alone. Bye. You are not talking about it today.
Come on, that was harsh, man.
Unfortunately,
That was harsh.
We are talking about country football today. Okay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Donny, calling from Portugal.
Oh, everybody don't deny Nigeria.
Everybody, the other person come from USA. You are calling from Portugal.
Okay, no man. Okay, what is your contribution?
From yesterday, everybody has left us.
Yeah.
I don't know from today, the better off.
Okay, everybody's going to come here.
Who play well to win? I think that all these Nigerian players come out to see and know what they call big boys, all these big boys something. Let them play with one mind and one heart. I think that we need to do so.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Okay, play with one mind, one everything, one unit. Just play with very well. We will win today's game. Okay, it's going to be interesting, but even if we win today's game, we still have to pray that other results go our way. So it's just a crazy stuff we are in. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Which one is this is Alex calling.
Okay,
Good morning,
Alex, your contribution.
At this moment, that is that period one of us they carry calculator. I don't know why it's not a norm for Nigeria to be always carrying calculator. It looks hollow. I don't know why every time, every moment that we we Nigerians want something to elevate us from all this Nigerian economy, something that will make us, be thinking outside the box when it comes to politics and everything. It is that moment that Nigerian, with their problem and their movie, who did they always stand, and that time they always come up. But at this moment, I think we need to support them. I'm telling you, even though I don't know how to put it now, but I think this is a crucial moment for us to support them. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's crucial moment.
Just like I said yesterday, these people, there's a way that people can reach to those people in Uyo, where we are going to play this game. I think it's in Uyoba.
Yes,
Yeah.
Let us try and open the gate so that people fast will too pay. And I'm telling you, no matter how
Pay
you want to
for
look at
tickets
it, it's a crucial
first.
moment because I think it's about remaining 4 games back.
Yeah, 4 games remaining, yes.
4 games. There is a possibility that you can qualify. I'm telling you, it's slim. The possibility is slim, but even if it's like 10%, it's still possible. That's all I have to say. And this man, if he didn't go through with this game, if we didn't go to this World Cup, I don't know whether they will be looking at the way of Eric Chelle. I'm telling you, this coach, if he didn't, because this is a moment that he has to prove himself. I'm telling you, show that that the time that they employed him newly, many Nigerians were not supporting it. But if he can do this for us, Nigeria now, I think the glass house, all those NFF, those hierarchy, those people we did there, they have something to hold on to for the man that
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah, thank you.
I think if you understand where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, it's going to be interesting. All the callers are emotional. They don't even know what to expect and what not to expect in this game. So we have to just expect a miracle.
After the event of the Wafu B team in the CAF, there was something they said, and the man has not come out to say anything about it. But every ex-player, every ex-Super Eagles legend has come out to say that the result of the Nigerian Super Eagles team B in that competition is not actually his fault. That is due to poor selection from the NFL. And I'm like, bros, you're in the country. Your contract states that you have to manage both the team A, which means you have to find homegrown players who are the best to represent Nigeria at all levels and take them to the tournaments to play the CHAN competition. And it ended up being like that. So I'm judging it based off the CHAN Africa competition. But if the ex-Super Eagles players are saying it's not totally his fault because of what happened at the glass house, those same people still come out and say it's not his fault if Nigeria loses this game against, or if they draw against Rwanda, and if they don't qualify for the game against Rwanda.
We have to see if he's going to stay. If he loses this game.
If he doesn't qualify, if he plays a draw, he doesn't qualify. We still have to find whose fault is it, because now ex-legends are saying it's not his fault.
Whose fault it is doesn't add or change to the situation.
That's the problem.
Whose fault doesn't change
because
the situation.
At the end of the day, it's the coach that will just collect all the bullets. So that's the thing about football. Even if the ball gets it wrong, they'll find somebody to blame.
Of course,
and that's how it works. Okay, let's continue with the phone calls. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Speaking.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, my name is Chubu from Enugu.
Okay, Chukwudi, what is your contribution?
I'll tell you, don't tell you guys the truth. They say the truth is bitter, but why is sweet? They don't tell the truth. If this organize this player to play as a team, they will collect to together like this. This might not be the individual players, not teamwork. This want to qualify in this World Cup, we need to play as a team. Let me use the case as an example now. Let me use an example now in this country on the play. Starting from the World Cup group stage, Chelsea will play as a team. They lose as a team. Against
Flamingo.
Yes, they lose against as a team. They came back and win the mini match as a team. Going to the final as a team, meaning quarter the same team. Now finally they beat the owner of the PSG, the powerhouse of Europe. Beat them 3-0 with the proceeding as a team. Now I want to see this
Super Eagles
now.
Play as a team.
Uganda superstars, plus local league players. And we bring it together and tell them so we tell them, give them the tactical instruction, and tell them after you tactical instruction, play as a team.
All right.
And give that tactical instruction as a team.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If they use this thing, they will do.
Okay. Okay.
Since we individual players we go the main cocoa, we make cocoa be say play as a team and win as a team.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, play as a team and win as a team.
I think it makes sense. Like Manchester United. Now be like Chelsea.
No, everybody has to just give reference to their own club they support. But I understand.
Why don't they be like West Ham?
And
shock the world.
I understand what they are saying. If you play as a team, that's why I say everybody needs to come together. The players, the coach, everybody needs to be on par today. If not, we are going to have a huge problem in that thing. Okay, back to our YouTube channel, and Chooks is here. Chooks, welcome to the show. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Say, I wish the Super Eagles good luck today. Okay, I wish them good luck too, but luck no dey win matches. So now, if you play well, it's okay. Let me rephrase that. Luck sometimes they win matches, but I've seen team play badly and somehow get a result or get 3 points or get
that's actually the game plan.
Yeah,
play
so
badly to make them look like.
No, but let's hope Nigerian Super Eagles will do us proud today. So you can still call us 0706 048 5853, or you can call us on 0915 5708347. But finally, guys, if Chile loses this game, should we sack him? Yes or no?
Yes, please.
If you sack him, who go bring now? Not by saying yes.
See, Godwin, I want to say based on this issue of if we sack him, who will go bring? Nigeria is the hottest job in Africa right now.
So when they change clothes, we get them right.
No, I'm like, it's not about change clothes to get it right. If you look at this man, because while we're having this conversation, right? We're having this conversation. If you look at his record, bro, his record is not helping him. In other things, his average performance at other jobs is 1.8 ppg.
I think when you
1.8 points per game.
The best job when you took Mali, yes,
that was 13 wins, a couple of 5-5 draws here and there, but 13 wins for Niger, 4 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. It's average at best. So if he doesn't qualify us, let us get the right man in. We've never gotten the right man in since we lost Keshi.
Okay, and also sack him if he does not qualify. If he doesn't win this game, because the point is we have to win this game. If we lose this game, should they sack him or do we allow him to keep building?
Ivory Coast stuck with their manager and they qualified for the next World Cup and they won it the day before they sacked the manager. I think after they sacked the manager, they won the Nations Cup. Now other teams have stuck with their manager and built a solid team going into any competition. They didn't build a solid team with that manager on the seat for just 6 games. Because there was a manager who was getting them draws and all of that. Ego Avon and Finidi the Judge took over the rest. And he said he wanted a foreign-based manager. Bros, this foreign-based manager you're getting in, you pay them more. And I've said it before. I looked at his record with the Super Eagles Team B, and I looked at Daniel Ogumodede and Finidi Stechukwu as the manager. These two men had about 4 games with the Team B, Super Eagles Team B, and they had a good result with that game. Now this man has had the same 4 games and has had a terrible result. So I'm saying if a homegrown coach is cheap and can get results, why not stick with him?
The bottom line isn't spending more on foreign coaches, because if I will spend more and I'll get what I want, I will spend more.
And wait.
But then secondly, in this scenario, if we do, the question is not just getting anybody in because we want homegrown. Who homegrown help?
Just do the job very well.
Do the job for crying out loud, man. That's the thing.
Let's take confession. I want to see what's on my mind, but let's take
homegrown help, I beg.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Okay, Samuel calling from Mahmoud.
Okay, what is your contribution about this Nigerian Super Eagles game?
Okay, I just seen my letter, but I just get some points concerning the coach, whether if they lose the match, whether they should sack him or not.
Okay.
So, let me just say something there. Sacking a coach in Nigeria is not the problem. But the problem is taking when they start the coach, can they go and stand for a quality coach, or just even go and find someone that even worse than the one they start. That's the main point. Starting a coach in Nigeria, so they don't even make any improvement. So they will just come and then tell us that they are going to employ this one. Then we'll be happy later. Before that minute, maybe in the night, you wake up in the morning, you hear that they went to maybe Liberia to employ one coach there. So that's the problem. Starting a coach is not the problem, but going for a quality coach that will improve football in Nigeria, that is the problem.
All right, thank you very much. Coach is not a problem.
Support of it because Nigeria is not ready to improve football in Nigeria. So they are just joking there.
All right.
They should just use the man. They just use the managing the man there, so because they are not ready to improve anything. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, back to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And Emmanuel Abere is saying, "Good morning, guys. Can you give us this Nigerian group standing?" Oh, I think I have done that already, but I'll give you again how Nigeria is fair. They are fair in their group.
South Africa, Benin.
Yeah, but Nigeria is we are in a very, very dicey situation, so we need to find a way to somehow start winning our games, because Nigeria first is South Africa with 16 points after 7 games. They are still unbeaten in this World Cup qualification. Benin is second after 7 games with 11 points. Rwanda is 8 above Nigeria. They are in third position. Nigeria is in fourth with 7 points after 6 games. So that's why this game today is a must-win game for us. Lesotho fifth on the table with 6 points, and Zimbabwe are last with 4 points. So it's going to be an interesting game today. It's going to be a very, very interesting. Nigeria needs to win today against Rwanda to have a chance, maybe not top the group, maybe to qualify for the playoffs, because if you look, it has to be 4 best performing second position. But if you look at other groups, some are even having 14 points after 7 games, 15 points after 7 games. So we still have a whole lot. In fact, we
have teams that have. We have groups that have first 3 people are more than double figures.
I'm telling you, you have teams like, for example, Cameroon have 15 points
and they are second.
And they are second on the
then the third has 11 points.
Imagine Gabon has 18 points. And they are second on the table on their own group. Uganda have 12 points ahead, so it's going to be an interesting. I'm not even sure that
Uganda and Mozambique have 12 points and they are 13th and
it's going to be very, very interesting today. But today, we're going to check. Nigeria is going to play Rwanda by 5 p.m. today. Can they do us proud? They need to do us proud. They just need to do something for us today.
Like I said, I've always been an advocate of grown coaches. Get me one that can get results. Get me another Stephen Keshi
apart from that,
anywhere.
If you get one that and it doesn't perform, what happens again?
Get me.
The cycle continues.
Look at what I said. I said, get me one that can get results, not anyhow coach.
Well, let's see.
How many of the locals have achieved anything internationally?
Then the same thing is how many of the foreigners. Now the same. I don't want to go into that debate, but the question is, we're talking about locals who have achieved anything internationally. We're talking about foreign coaches who have taken the reins of the job, who has done well for in international stages, come to Super Eagles and still failed woefully.
Okay, but let's see what they are going to decide. We have to decide first. When they start the coach, they will decide the new one. But as far we are talking to you now, Sheila is still our coach, and if he gets us this World Cup qualification, then he stays as coach. I think so. But let's see. Nigeria is going to play Rwanda in today's game by 5 p.m. Hopefully, Nigerian Super Eagles will fly high today and get us all 3 points. Okay, this is going to end today's show. On Monday, we are going to be back to talk about that game that is going to happen today. And join us on Monday by 8 a.m. sharp. We're going to be discussing this game. You can join us on our YouTube because we're going to drop in our match analysis about this Nigerian Super Eagles around 5:36. So you can log on to your YouTube channel, your YouTube, and probably go to Volt FM Sports, and you check what we think about this game on our YouTube channel at Volt FM Sports. Thank you, and I'll see you guys on Monday. My name is Godwin. Let's hope the Nigerian Super Eagles do us proud today.
Amen.